So now I'm actually gone live. I forgot to push the go live button, so I've been streaming earlier. So we're here. Thank you for joining us, or joining me, not us. There's just one here for Final Fantasy VII Remake. So really fun game. I highly recommend playing it. This is definitely based off, of course, the original Final Fantasy VII. And for those that have never played Final Fantasy games, each Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is its own thing. They're not related to each other. So if you say, oh, Final Fantasy 15, I've never played it, or 16, it has nothing to do with the previous Final Fantasy. They're their own thing. So that's something to keep in mind if you ever wanted to go in the Final Fantasy universe. It may be harder to play the older games, so because graphics have changed. Hey Jojo, what's up? Thanks for joining me for Final Fantasy VII. The graphics here, even though it's PS4, is still phenomenal in this game. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I think God of War in this game has some of the best graphics on the PS4. That's my girl there. She's so cool. Oh, they're all cool. They're awesome. All these guys here are really cool. And then you got King Daddy here. Thanks, Jojo. I appreciate it. Yeah, I actually didn't wear the hat today, so I didn't cover up the hair, the bad hair. Here's the guy, Cloud Strife, the main character in the game. Hey, Teardrops, what's up? Happy aloha. Aloha to you too.
Halt! Who goes there?
You're up.
You're up. Barrett's the cool guy. So it's just...
You're coming with
I'm gonna go ahead and knock these guys out.
Don't think so.
Jessie is a babe. She's my queen. She's cute. Graphics are something else, Teardrops. It's just something else.
Who in the hell? Hands where I
If
can
you
see
ever
'em.
go back and look at the original 1997 game, I thought the graphics were amazing. When I was a kid, looking at that game, holy crap! It's just, I mean, so much has changed just in 3D rendering and stuff. All right, they're just trying to tell me stuff I already know.
Sorry.
There you go. Take that, buddy.
That it?
That it? Okay, blah, 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 blah. Yes. Still afternoon here. Oh, it's afternoon here, too.
Drop the weapon.
You got
Drop
this.
the weapon. I like that. That guy's cute. She's cute, and he's like, what's his name? Jesse and...
You're coming with us.
Can't get around it.
Jesse and Biggs, I guess? Or is it Wedge? I get him mixed up. Wedge is the big guy. He's a teddy bear.
Let's go.
Cloud is... They did very well with, with Cloud in this one. He's perfect. He's just... He doesn't care about anything. He just wants his money and he wants to go. He just wants to survive, in this big city. Yes. The one small detail I loved about the remake was, as JoJo says, the small detail I love about the remake was that you can see the actual material you equip. I agree. That is so cool.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still,
So
he's
Biggs-
a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Oh, poor guy.
Real joy to work with.
He's such a good guy. How could you not be mean to him? He's like the ultimate friend to have.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
Barrett is one of my favorite. I like him way more in the remake than I did in the original.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
To me, in the original, he's kind of
Something this
annoying, but
crazy
in this
just for
one,
money? They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Cloud kind of reminds me of me when I was younger. It's kind of sad. I agree, the trio does make the game, JoJo.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
And the music is definitely done amazingly. Because I don't know if you've ever played The Secret of Mana or Mana, whatever you want to call it, the remake. The music was so terrible that had to revert it back to the old Super Nintendo music in the game. It was just that bad. They did this perfectly. They just did this amazingly. Your stagger. Cool.
Looks like you're next. Enough. Was never
All right,
in
let's
doubt.
go. You know, I've never in this game, I've never, I don't feel like I've ever fully beat it. Yes, I beat the game, but I feel like I've never gotten all the summon materia. I never got it all, and I feel kind of bad. I usually make sure I get everything in every Final Fantasy game, but this one I didn't. Now there's something about Big's voice that sounds a little too, it sounds great, clear, but it sounds a little generic. I'm gonna go, okay.
Huh, not so fast. We've got company.
See, just something about it just didn't flow with me. It just sounds very, I don't know, just it doesn't look him. Alright, let's take off the wolf dog. Or whatever the hell. It's a dog, but it doesn't look like a dog to me. Looks like a mutated dog. It must be the Mako that mutated him or something. Alright. Where is he? Okay. Alright, let's just... Goodbye. I really wish this was hard mode. Sorry, I thought it had hard mode on. I don't know what happened to it. But... Alright.
Here we go. See ya.
So, for those that have never played this game, you really don't know what's going on, but I'm going to kind of spoil a little bit of it, just trying to tell you what's going on. So I'm part of a terrorist group called Avalanche, and we are going to blow up a reactor because this greedy corporation has basically taken over the whole planet. There's always that fear that the few will rule the many, and this is a scenario that played out in this world, where this corporation is basically, everyone's become so dependent on this corporation, and everyone now stuck under that, and that's, there's no way out of this. And what they're doing is they're draining the planet. They're actually killing the planet itself, and I'm not going to explain how they're killing the planet, but this is kind of like magical in a sense, where it's actually draining the life force of the planet, just for electricity, just so that you can,
But I hear they
live.
make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage?
You think Barrett works out?
Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy?
I'm having a headache, Barrett. Can you just not yell at me?
We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
God, it reminds me when I was younger. It's crazy.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Door! Oh, wait!
Wait, he just stands there.
It's
Could have just tried to Jump right in at the last second, Barrett.
He's alone.
All right, you don't have to tell me.
We can take it. Make it rain.
Enough.
How could anyone stop Cloud? He's just too powerful.
Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Teardrop. What was I referring to?
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one
Isn't
else
she
has
so
been able to
cute?
talk
I
to
mean,
us,
look
but
at that.
What
I
can you
mean,
do?
how could you say no? She's so
And
pretty.
we're good.
She just reminds me of one of
Careful
those
in there.
kind of up to no good kind of girls that I knew when I was younger, and
I got this place.
but they were nice, but kind of sexual in a sense. You know what I mean? They got that double entendre thing going a lot, but I don't think she does those in this game. But she just seems like that kind of
It's only
person.
gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
Okay, Barrett.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Cloud. Now, Cloud did remind me of when I was younger because he's so dry and so, like, he's so in his shell. You can tell that he's not really being himself. He's putting on act. He's just trying to be in the box. You can tell he's depressed and he's miserable. He's just not happy in life right now. And that he reminds me of me like when I was 20 and 21. So I think a lot of us aren't comfortable with who we are, and we put on this act, this other personality, and that's what Cloud's doing. He's not opening up, basically. So you can just see like arms crossed. The nonverbal communication tells the truth. So we've just changed scenes now. We are actually looking at the headquarters of this large corporation called Shinra, which basically rules the world. You
These
really...
sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
I don't know if I would say that. The guy looked like he would just pummel me in a second. I wouldn't dare
I'd
mess
worry
with
less
Barrett.
about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
So Jojo, so you're saying which girl am I closest to? Like, which one am I most like? I don't know actually, if that's what you mean. But
Our lives are on the line now.
I feel like I'm a combination of the three.
You listening,
If you have to compare me to them.
One false move.
Personally, which one I like the most? In the original, I like
So
Aerith
much for having
or
Cloud do all
Eris.
the fighting.
But in this
There are
current
some
one,
places a sword
I really
just
like
can't
Jessie a
reach.
lot, but she doesn't like featured that much. She is in this game more,
Just bear with him for me, would you?
but I just really find her amazing and stuff. As far as like
I've asked for more money.
who's my favorite? Okay, so I'm gonna say in this game overall, Tifa is by far my favorite. Not because she's the best to play as in the game, but something about her personality is so up. Something about it's like full of energy and upbeat. Aerith is that way too, but Aerith can be a little Aerith. I'm just joking. But they're both all great characters. There's not one character in this game I
Gonna
hate.
throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These
cool,
tin
dude.
cans ain't got nothing on me.
Ah,
Now for the real show.
okay. Yes. I just did that. Cool. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we'll have to switch to Mr. Cloud, Blondie. So who's your all's favorite? I mean, you're asking me who's your favorite girl character, and who's your favorite guy character? I'm actually pretty curious.
Let's go.
Okay. The music's beautifully done.
The laser security system. Great.
Those things
Why do they have that in every movie and every game? It's like laser security system.
But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Except in this one, you touch it, it shocks you.
The lasers. Then make a move.
If it killed you then and there, that would make sense.
I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey,
Just keep those baby blues.
And why would they
on me.
turn on and turn off? Why couldn't they just the lasers be on the whole time? I'm thinking too logical for a game. No, I'm talking about in Teardrops. I'm talking about like which is your favorite girl or guy character in this game specifically.
Not too shabby. You're doing good, soldier.
So your best girl JoJo is Jessie. Best guy is Wedge and Biggs. My bias is showing. Really? I'm surprised you chose them. Okay, that's cool. But if you've never played this game, Teardrops, what's your favorite video game character in general? I think the hard mode. I think the laser's a lot more crazier, if I'm not mistaken. So Jojo, if you had to choose between Wedge and Biggs, who's it gonna be?
Look,
Sweeper.
they don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
not if you wipe it forward then first.
Okay, I mean it's a big question. It's like who is your favorite character in any video game? It's true. They're too hard to choose from.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
No, I don't have it. 2B. There we go.
Make your eyeballs pop. Hey, stop moving.
Let's pin it down. Give it all you've got.
I know you can't see it because you're all chats in the way. Let me move that up a bit. There we go.
Of course. He just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again. No time to complain.
I don't know. I never knew which special was the best. I mean, like, I feel kind of mixed on a lot of them. All right. Let's see. Let's just. The only thing I don't like about Final Fantasy VII, or the remake, I mean, it's just like the original because the first part of the game is very linear. Because this is basically the first part of Final Fantasy VII, is you're in the city. But I don't. I really wish they had made it more like open world in Midgard. It would have been really cool.
What are you, 20-something?
First. Huh? Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
What the hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank.
Cloud is actually 21 years old.
I know. A soldier's rank could
To answer that question there.
guess that make you a one-year-old.
Biggs is a very good-looking guy. Yes. Handsome Paler. Well, what is up, Carrie?
That's our target,
Guess who's
the reactor
joined?
core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
Yeah, the graphics are pretty dang good. You just got to learn to appreciate the colors and stuff. I got that artsy side to me, and it's just I really value like the right colors in a game, and they do this so beautifully.
Hurry it up. Oh, it's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
Was always impressed with Dalsum.
Excited? I've been dreaming about this for years.
I remember the Stretch Armstrong, I called him in Street Fighter.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. I leave the rest.
In terms of looks, Double Dragon 2? Okay. You know what games that I don't like is the ones like on Sega Saturn and PlayStation, the original. Those graphics did not age well at all. It looks like a polygon mess. You know, it's just so gross. I just can't play it. But 64, I think, even though it's better looking than the PS, the original, I just cannot do the I just can't play those games hardly at all. It's just they just look so terrible. Like Cloud in the original looks like he's got hooves for his arms. He really does. They're square arms or square hands. And then the movie scenes are kind of mixed. Like some of them look like they're like they're just kind of mixed. It's not consistent with the movie scenes. Like Final Fantasy VIII, their movie scenes were more consistent with their looks. I think that it's just this was a brand new thing once they entered the 3D, you know, world of development. And when they wanted to include movie scenes and stuff like that, it just didn't flow so well. And back to the, you know, you know a game I don't like that everyone likes? Mario 64. Super Mario 64. I do not like that game. I could not get into it. I think for Mario games, I like the 2D for some reason. I just can't. I just could not get past. I mean, I've never played any of the Mario Galaxies or anything. I just like the original 2D games. They're so good. They're perfect. Sega went back on some areas, however, improved here and there. Yeah, that is very true. All right, I just want to make sure there wasn't any items. There isn't. There's the Mako. That's the life force of the planet. So now we are going to try to blow up the power plant.
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds.
The only Paper Mario I played, JoJo, was
Do the honors.
I think Paper Mario and Wii, whatever that one was. That actually beat that one and everything. But everyone's praises the 1,000-Year Door.
I'm just here for the paycheck.
I've heard it was really good. I just never got to
Then
it.
do the damn job.
Cloud is really in such a good mood in this game. It's got those migraines, I'm telling you. No.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
Hey, good idea. All right, so what do you think I should do? 20 minutes or 30 minutes? I'm cocky. Let's go 20 minutes.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
Yep.
You double crossing!
As they say in The Fifth Element, that guy, he says, let's challenge the fate.
Heads up.
What in the hell?
If you've ever watched The Fifth Element. Okay,
How the hell do we
their boss fights are pretty intense in this game.
It's got reinforced armor plated, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
Right. Shit.
Should I be worried? We barely scratched the damn thing.
Didn't I tell you to use magic?
Thought you were full of shit.
Think whatever you want. Just do it.
I love Barrett. He's awesome. I'm just gonna beat this dude.
Keep it up.
Ether.
Here we go. Could keep going if I healed up.
Oops. Yeah, I know. That's right, JoJo. Here we go. Now we gotta go to him.
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Can't remember what I did. This guy.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
Still generator.
Or go down in flames.
I can't remember how the barrier goes. What if I
It
destroy
wouldn't be much of a
something?
weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the giant squirrel.
Oh, what the heck?
Get off. Don't just stand there. Help me out, damn it.
No, you're on your own. I changed my mind. I don't want the.
Bounced right off.
Nice try,
I changed my mind there. I don't want to do this mission anymore. I'm just gonna leave.
Maybe try long-range attacks instead.
If we don't change it up soon, this thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking.
Damn it. Gotta do something about that barrier first. Damn it.
Be careful.
I'm gonna revive Barrett.
I ain't going down fighting a goddamn scorpion.
Amateur hour.
Did like a child. It hurts. This thing's nuts. Damn it.
I agree. And teardrops, and they timed the music correctly to a lot of stuff.
Shit.
It's the weak spot. I need to get that.
Bring it home.
Damn it. No good.
Swing it a bit.
There's gotta be a weak point somewhere.
Then hurry the hell up and find it. Hell yeah, baby.
Now's our chance. Give it everything you've got.
Let's get Ether because he's about to. I need to pay attention.
Not looking good.
No, we're looking great. It's your fault.
Gotta heal up.
Let's just boost my.
It's on you.
Ain't done yet. Suck on this. We gonna let this thing keep pushing us around? I don't think so. Can't hurt.
It's supposed to be. Oh, for gosh. There you go. I'm just gonna keep boosting my HP.
Keep going.
Let's go. Darn. So they always attack the person you're playing as the most.
Getting woozy. Need to back myself up ASAP.
Don't overdo it.
Never nonsense. You have to overdo it.
Why you gotta pick on me? Kiss my ass. Gotta heal up quick, or I'm in serious shit.
I guess I can't do that. I have to just shoot at the field generator.
I know you can do it. Sure am glad I paid you a fortune and then some.
You ain't paid me yet. Deal with that.
Come on, just die. I'm trying to take out the fill generator right now. That's why I'm.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot.
And the boss battles are extremely longer.
Heal up and regroup.
It's like we're getting close to a limit break here.
We gonna let this thing keep pushing us around.
Alright.
I don't think so. This one right here is for the planet.
No, he's not happy about that, is he? He's gonna explode. Watch his stuff.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get
You
hit.
hide behind the thing.
Take cover behind that debris.
While I'm at it, I will
Ain't done yet.
heal myself. Let's while we're at, we'll just throw something at him.
Coming at you hard and fast. It's wide open. Gonna light it up. Bring it to heat. Give 'em hell.
My turn. Need to do something about these wounds.
We're getting it. We're getting them. Oh, here we go. I must see it coming. Let's help out my boy Cloud.
Sure could use a break. I'm counting on you.
It's on you. Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
Then take cover already!
All right. Thanks for trying to save my life.
Strike now, before it fires again.
I'm gonna thunder him. We'll have to ether. Oh shoot! I'm out of ethers. Okay.
Heal up and regroup.
I used to be much better at this game, I assure you. All right, let's finish this.
Damn it. Need to heal up.
Oh, maybe it did come. Well. Which is your favorite Final Fantasy game? JoJo says, my favorite Final Fantasy game would be this one, Final Fantasy VII.
What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
I've liked a lot. As far as gameplay wise, like there's two different types of styles. You know, like the turn-based, and this is not the turn-based. I would say like the turn-based, just purely gameplay. I like Final Fantasy IX. It actually was pretty hellaciously challenging for me. Oh, we gotta get the legs out, don't we? I'm just gonna keep pumping potions into us. may not need to focus on the legs to... The whole point, if you take out his legs, is it'll stagger him, and stagger him makes him more vulnerable to attacks. Okay, it's time to... Let's take out... let's just take him out.
Keep it together.
Yes, it's my turn. No way in hell you're taking us down.
I didn't mean to take his leg out. How do I change that? Take out the...
Hey, follow my lead.
Nope.
He's staggered, okay. Alright, let's finish him. He's done. He's beyond done. The original one from the PlayStation, the original Final Fantasy VII game, Scorpion was not anything like this. This thing's a nightmare. It's like it has to release. It's like, oh my god, it's destroying. It may destroy the reactor for them. You know, why couldn't they remote detonate it? Guess they didn't. They weren't thinking that much.
Huh, you hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Now we got 20 minutes to get the heck out of this plant before it blows and nukes us or whatever. I went the wrong way, obviously. I got a Moogle medal. Hooray! What's your all's favorite Final Fantasy games for those that actually play Final Fantasy? Or have, maybe you've only played a few, but which one's your favorite, you know? Or which one do you want to play? Probably should be. You see, it's harder, you know, like turn-based games. It's harder for me to go back to those games. I don't think I could stream turn-based games. I just can't do it. I used to love it as a kid, but I can barely play them, and plus, I don't know, that just doesn't, it's just very repetitious, you know, and you get really, oh no, Jesse. Let's go rescue her. This girl's head over heels in love with you, Cloud.
You okay?
Treat her right.
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey, we'll link up over there. Look after Jesse.
Come this way.
Okay, I didn't think correctly when she said that. I like 12 too. 12's pretty cool. I've never played 15. Have not played Final Fantasy 15. It looks like a cool game too. 13? Cool.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
How do I get up? I can't do it. Hold on. Oh, I played 10 and 13. I like 13. Cool. 10 received a lot of praise, but at the same time, like it got shunned. Like it was too much storyline, too much talking and stuff like that. And I think 12 went away from that because 11 was online. That don't count. I just remember 10 was like, you could hear him talk finally, and it was very like movie-like, and I was like blown away and stuff. But it was a lot of talking in the game. But I was just blown away with the graphics then. But when you look at it compared to these games, you're like, wow, we've come light years in like 20 years. It's crazy.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
Soldier Boy.
X.
Soldier Boy, tell him. Okay, let's get
Take him down.
He's ex-soldier. He wants to assert that. He's no longer part of the Shinra. I actually will, when 16 comes out, I think it's on the PS, yeah, it's on PS5. I will get a PS5. I do not have a PS5, so it's a little expensive. I don't want to pay that much money for it. So the whole thing is, I like to buy things once the system's been out for a while, and it's cheaper. And then you have so much games to choose from and play on the new system. It's like brand new, you know? Oh, wonderful. Gotta love the sweepers.
This is gonna stand. Bring it home.
My turn. So long. Now.
It's hard, like, if I play Final Fantasy 12, it's so hard because I get so confused with the controls between the two.
That's no lie here.
Alright, let's fry his ass.
Coming at you hard and fast. Gotta love it.
Let's overcharge his ass. And let's fry his ass again. The problem with these guys, they just have so much hit points. And you tried to, I mean, I really probably should focus on staggering them, but did I see a box? Oh, I do. I got a potion. I think when you play this in hard mode, you cannot, your magic points for the whole chapter is fixed, so you can't ever increase your, you know, you're low on, you know, magic points. That's tough, you know, that's what you get. There's no, I think you can't use items, period, in the hard mode. I like that, but it's a, and you're limited in the game. You can't go beyond level 50. So with those two combinations, hard mode is truly hard. I think that I never beat the game on hard mode, so the furthest I got on hard mode was like chapter, I think it was Dawn in the Slums or something. I think that's as far as I got. And Hell House is one of the bosses you face in that chapter, and it is so frustrating. I love that name, Moon Drive. It's so different. It's not a hard drive, it's a moon drive. Yeah, I love boxes. I love smashing. I just got this obsession just trying to break those boxes. It's like popping those little, you know, those little, what do you call them? Those little, they're full of air in them, little air bubble things. You just keep popping those. It's so addicting. Shock Trooper. I'm shocked. There we go. That works on him. Usually don't run from me. That's kind of strange. Like obsessed with Barrett. Just like him.
Sure you could.
You think Barrett's a daddy? Link.
Don't get in my way.
Okay, Link. Ooh, sound kind of weird. Ha ha ha.
So long.
So good. Take care of those wounds before you bleed out. Ain't no thing.
Whoa. Did you see me go in the air like that? If that really happened, I would be probably dead. I'd probably land on my neck and break it. Oh, got you. Yep. I always think of Ocarina in Time and stuff like that when you go into those places and, you know, just start hitting the hell out of those jars. Oh, it's gonna be Barrett's ass to get that. Alright, bye Century Array. Let's go. We're down to 12 minutes. Time's almost running out of time. Cloud, are you gonna stand there in the elevator with your arms crossed like you did before? No, I don't think so. So their bomb blew up the reactor, so to speak. I think, or maybe it didn't.
Sir.
But now they're making all the robots in their place destroy the whole reactor. You might be wondering, well, why is the president ordering his own reactor to be destroyed? Well, they want to maximize the damage in the reactor so that it'll make it look like this terrorist group, Avalanche, Baird, and Cloud, and so on, are really doing a major number and causing problems. Because if they blow that reactor, it's good like that. It's going to cause a lot of problems throughout the Midgard, or whatever. I think it's Midgard or Midgard. Now I've got one of those. What does he call it? Nelson. What's it called? Mandela effect. Is it Midgard or Midgard? I don't know. I'm just totally confused now. What the hell's going on? I'll just follow her. Oh, maybe not follow her. Yeah, teardrop. It's just amazing teardrops and how much graphics have come along. Yeah, the Mandela effect here. Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes.
For those that don't know what the Mandela effect is, the Mandela effect comes from Nelson Mandela, who everyone thought was dead or something, died in prison, but he never did. And people swear up and down he did die. It was in the news, and that started the Mandela effect, where you think it was always been this way and something changed. It's not that way anymore. See, the Shinra maximized the damage, and see what's going on here. Look what the Shinra did. Now we have a blackout. So way to go. And Avalanche is going to probably think they're the ones that did it. So back to the Mandela effect. So the Mandela effect I mentioned is, like, you swear something used to be called this. I swear it was called this, or it looked like this, but it never did. So you think like somebody went in the past and changed, or someone went into the past to change it, and somehow you remember the way it used to be in the past. There used to be the Berenstein Barons, or Bears, you know, and all that kind of stuff, and I agree with that. I swear it used to be Bearstein Bears. I could have sworn it had a STEIN or something at the end of it. But anyway, I hope I made perfectly. I hope that's clear as mud right there for you what the Mandela effect is. So these cool people here are going to now get out of this, try to get away from the reactor and the fallout out of it. Jessie's the one that constructed the bomb, and she feels guilty about, she thinks she caused this problem. She's not aware that Shinra obviously maximized the damage, or caused the major damage to the reactor to blow the way it did.
What is that?
In the original, there's none of that. You just assume they blew up the plant and they did that damage. You know, the Avalanche did that and caused a lot of damage. But when you cause damage of that scale, you end up killing people nearby. Yeah, it's a smart play by the president here. Yeah, they're not stupid. The Shinra are very smart villains in this game. the goal for them is they want to maintain power. They don't want to lose anything. They are pretty much the government. There is a mayor of the city of Midgard, but he actually is in the Shinra building, and he does pretty much what
Next time I'll have to bring a little
the
picture.
Shinra tell him to do. So there really is no democracy. There's no government in a sense. It's all corporate run. It's a world I would fear that would
How
happen.
much farther do we have to go?
Not
So
far.
they control everything. I think it's because people are so like, yeah, Shinra are so innovative. They have so much technology and all that kind of stuff. It's like, I love the Shinra, but they're
Stand
being,
back then. I'll set the bomb.
they just sacrificed everything for that company, their own freedom and stuff. But
Shower.
makes you think. I worry about this is a possible future outcome for mankind. I think a lot about this game. I really have over the years.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
It's my girl.
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of
No. No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet.
There's like cameras all over the city.
To help take the load off your shoulders.
That's the thing they're really stupid about in this game. They're just so out in public talking about all this stuff. Their plans and stuff, and it's like they could not make it more apparent for the Shinra to know who the terrorists are and where to track them.
Problem. I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
Carrie says worship the neon god they made. Simon and Garfunkel song. Sound
We'll
of
split up and
silence.
shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
Hey, I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Yoo-hoo. I don't need to tell you what this is.
Pretty.
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to save your life.
I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
The crash scene always made me picture Resident Evil 2.
You do know what I was.
Now that's a game I have not played in so long. We're gonna skip them. tutorial.
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before
You can
I
go
forget,
away, Jesse.
here's a
I
little
just-
something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
I wonder if I get that depending on what I get because of the time, like 20 minutes or 30 minutes that I set for the bomb. I wonder if that's correlated. I'm not sure, like what the difference is for setting the bomb at 20 minutes versus 30 minutes. But I assume, I mean, I could look it up, but I'm just assuming it had something to do with what I get from Jesse. So, let's take a look at these people. Let's see, what are they saying? Well, they're definitely not happy. I mean, quote, the news is telling that the terrorists have struck and, they blew up a reactor. But I think Shinra blames it on like another country or something like that. What do they call Watu or whatever the name of the other country in this world? Because the Shinra were at war with them previous to this game, the timeline. The timeline's a game, so. Alright, let's see what's in here. 50 Gil. I always thought that's kind of a strange name, Gil, 50 Gil. Oh, really, JoJo? Huh. Okay, so who's the best looking in the game then? It's a question for you guys. Alright, Jesse, jeez. I am looking up, girl. Oh. That's where I initially looked. Okay. I might want to go to a vending machine. I'm quite hungry after blowing up a plant. Three grenades. That's a pole. Gil is named my favorite character in Mass Effect. Cool. Thankfully, it's just a video game and you're not hurt. We really have to use our imaginations and stuff like that. I like when like Cloud will fight enemies, he'll be like halfway in the sky getting like the flying creatures. It's kind of funny.
Station's intact.
And then the whole the whole expressway comes down on Cloud. Oh, close. One thing I don't understand is how come, like, I guess when it blew up, it really sent a lot of stuff everywhere. It's got pretty eyes. So the difference in, the only thing I'm going to kind of critique negatively on this game is they should not have shown Sephiroth at all in this game. None. Maybe at the very end. He should be like, I think they just revealed him too much, and he's talking and all that kind of stuff already, and I don't think we were ready for that yet. Sometimes it's better not to show the main enemy right away. Everyone, Square knew this game was going to be a hit, and there's going to be a ton of games to follow for probably 2 or 3. So, and for those that are watching, Final Fantasy VII was like, this is not remaking the whole game. This is only remaking a part of the original game. So, and in this part from the original, Sephiroth was never really shown at all. There wasn't really anything with Sephiroth in this, but I think they're just trying to make it more action oriented and putting a lot of storyline in. But I honestly think this is too much. Too much Sephiroth too early on, and I think that kind of frustrated me a bit. The Fates, or whatever those things are called, those little ghost things that we'll see later, I think that's a bit much too. But I understand their purpose in the game, because it really does go along with it is a remake. Okay, I'm interested, Jojo. So Drew says, I think the reason they showed him was because of this theory that I have about future installments of this game. Also slightly grab people's short attention span. I agree, but I think there's already so much going on. Like, my God, a reactor just blew up and stuff like that, and it's just there's just so much going on. You know, I think it's maybe younger people probably grab their attention more. And as far as the theory, about the future installments of the game, I think you're right. They wanted to emphasize Sephiroth plays a much larger role in the remake as far as what he's trying to do, and I don't want to spoil the game right now, but it makes sense to show him in that sense. But I really wish they just sort of just maybe flashed him at least, or something, like in his mind, that face of Sephiroth, you know, when the village is burning and him looking up. You know, it's such a good I don't know a way to describe it. It's just really something else.
The sound of her voice.
Carrie, I think they already kind of are changing it than the original. I still want certain, and I'm not going to spoil anything because there's a huge part in the game, and there's still some events I still want to see transpire the same way it did in the original, because it really helped define the game. And some of the things in all my video game playing ever in storylines, this had the most shocking scenes. I was shocked when I played it, and there was an event that happened in the game, and
you have to live.
It's hard. No, I don't like the ending of this game though.
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
That almost sounds like something from Star Wars. I feel the hate running through you. Use your aggressive side. Cloud is Sephiroth's puppet.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it is, Cloud. Yeah.
You got this.
Or you're having a mental breakdown. I shouldn't laugh. You never know. Or he's schizophrenic. Sad. I will never be just a memory.
Get me out of this place! You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires.
Oh, I think I like the scene here. At least the view coming up.
Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order.
Yeah, he's definitely high. Smoked too much. That is like, oh wow.
What a mess.
Look what we did, or they did. So now, naturally, everyone's going to believe what Shinra says, because, you know, Shinra owns the news, just letting you know. So the Shinra is going to say, you know, Avalanche did this, look what they did. You know. Mines? Meanness? Is that what that means? That Meanness? The restaurant? Or theater? This kind of sounds Italian or something. Is that my... There she is. The Aerith. See, she's high on the fumes too. See, I felt this was not necessary. I'm not trying to down this game here. This was not necessary to show him here.
Not even yours.
You gotta remember, there was people that have never played the original Final Fantasy VII, so I think they just added that in for the older gamers.
I'm fine.
She likes him.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right.
Is everyone smoking this game? Yeah, they are.
You know,
They're all smoking Mako fumes.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
That's mean. She's a sweetheart.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
See, she's sweet. That means she likes him, Cloud. Take a hint.
Give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
See, he's got
You
insecurities.
think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell.
There it is.
Help me! What are they?
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Sword on the ground!
I agree, JoJo. It did sell her. I mean, imagine like going out in the streets in New York City and then you see a girl like hitting a bunch of things in the air, like she just swatting at the air and stuff. You're immediately gonna think she's on methamphetamines. There's no doubt. I mean, I see that in real life. I always see someone on the street or someone occasionally just hitting a bunch of things in the air, and
Not bad.
you always think it's sad. I mean, they're probably homeless and stuff, and they're on like methamphetamines. I saw that in Portland a lot actually, and it's so sad. Nothing is going to attack you. Help me. Exactly, Carrie. And Aerith admits later, like, you're right. You are involved in dangerous things. But so are you, Aerith. You got those whisperers or whatever they're called after you.
That bastard couldn't have gotten far! Stay alert!
Don't want to stick around here.
There he is! You're not going anywhere!
HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 4. We have eyes on the target. We need backup. Requesting immediate backup.
See ya.
It's over. Get ready.
Oh, materia.
Was never in doubt.
And then she just leaves later in the cop shop. That's how it is, That's how it is.
All clear.
She's like, I got a point. I got another date to go to. See ya.
Let's finish.
Stagger.
See ya. You're mine.
Oh no, you're mine.
That's that. Nothing to it.
No, that's not into it. I'm basically just repeating him. I would really get annoyed with that intercom thing, you know, the emergency broadcast thing going off, like looping every like 10 seconds or whatever. That would be enough to drag me out of my house and make me leave. So I think that's the goal, is to annoy you from your home. And obviously the Shinra owns the military. They have their own military and stuff.
Just give it up!
Oh, there's the water fountain. It's gone. Somehow it collapsed. I'm not sure what caused that to happen, but maybe the plate's unstable. Oh, for those that don't know this game, we are actually on a giant plate in Midgard. There's two there's actually two big dividers here in the city. There's the dwellers above on top on the plate, and then there's the people in the slums, the ghetto, below the plate. So and we are on top of the plate right now, so this is like more like upper class. Oh, give me a break, you little punks. I'm not impressed. I'm not shocked. Alright, so we are now... I have to stop it right here. So we have reached... I went over today. Sorry about that. I was only going to be... I was only going to do chapter 1 today, and I'm actually going into chapter 2. I didn't even... I was just having too much fun. Well, till next time, I don't know what I'm going to do next Saturday, but I'm still going to continue my other streams for Sunday and so on. I might have sort of a pop-up stream on the weekdays, so